Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can go ahead and configure the pay-as-you-go subscription for Microsoft 365 Chat or Copilot Chat option, right? So that's going to be kind of pay-as-you-go for Microsoft 365 Copilot for end users across the organization, right? Earlier, or you might have seen and heard about we would need a license, but going forward, we can also use the pay-as-you-go subscription for Copilot Chat, right? So that's going to be available for users, and that would help us to pay or use that capability with subscription. So that's going to be considered and calculated based on the usage, how much it's been used and what is the cost for it, right? So I'm going to show you how we can go ahead and set it up with the right set of policy and set up with the subscription as well, right? So I'm not going to show you the end user experience side of things now, but definitely that's another part of the video that I will make another separate video for this. And but for now, I'm going to just show you how we can go ahead and set it up so that you as an admin or anyone who has a right set of permissions and access levels, they would be able to go ahead and set it up, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So let me share my screen here quickly and I'll show you how we can set it up, right? All right, so I'm already logged into 365 admin portal and here you can see that we have Copilot option, right? And this is the feature where we can go ahead and set up the billing and usage policies, right? So over here, we have options to add billing policies and pay-as-you-go services as well. So you can see that list of pay-as-you-go services. And here is the option for us, which says Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat and billing policy. And it's connected to none. That means it is not yet configured at all. Instead, we can go ahead and do that. So there's an option for us as well to set up the billing profile or policy by adding billing policy over here, right? So there are a bunch of options that we need to select and do it for us because until and unless we don't set the billing policy, it's not going to allow us to go ahead and use or create it, right? So let me go ahead and set up this policy, right? So let me give it a name, 365 Copilot Chat, right? So this way it is going to be allowing us to set it up. So I'll give it a name and then I'm going to select the subscription, right? So that is also needed over here. And then either we can create a new resource group or we can use existing one, right? So I have one of the existing one over here, but it would be good. I would simply go to Azure portal and I'll simply create a brand new subscription or brand new resource group from there. And then that's going to be added over there so that we wanted to make it separately, even if we wanted to go ahead and delete that in the future, that's easy for us to take those actions, right? And that shouldn't be any other issues for us, right? And let me go to resource groups and I'll simply create one of the resource group. So I'll give it a name. So RGM365 dash Copilot dash chat. So something like this. So this is easy for us to identify. So I'll select the region, whichever is nearest, maybe Asia Pacific, South or West, or whichever is. So let's say West India, and then next, and next. So this is just a resource group creation, right? And click create. All right, so it is created. You can see that resource group is created over here. And currently we don't have any resources. We can jump back to the portal and we can simply, I'll just cancel it and we'll come back because we need to add that resource group, right? And filter it down, select this subscription, then we should see perfect. We can see that resource group and then region. So now whichever region we wanted to select, we can select that region over here in the list. All right, and I think it was West India that I have selected. So I'll just select the same one. That's moving, not sure why. Oh, this one. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, so once we select that, we have option here, which is terms of service. And here is the option for pay-as-you-go billing, terms of service, and privacy statement. We need to select this last option, which says I accept the pay-as-you-go billing terms of service, right? If I wanted to go ahead and I can simply click on the link and I can go through this terms of service and then go through it and read out what is expected, what is not expected, and there should not be any surprises as well, right? And that is why we should definitely go ahead and read it and understand it, right? Otherwise, there might be questions around billing. How come this much bill was generated and why this has generated and whatnot, right? So there would be a lot of questions again, and that is why before making this, and probably we should definitely go ahead and see the right set of details like pricing details and cancel, or you can cancel or delete your subscription at any time to stop processing and billing, etc. Right? So it's going to give us the complete details. It says what's billed USD, and here is the 0.01 per message, right? The number of messages used, what's occupied or what's counted, right? So let's say I have to read more on this, right? And here is the option, right? So we can just go through it, and based on that, here is the billing rate, generative answers to messages, no charge in use in M365 Copilot scenarios, and autonomous usage or use to messages. Tenant graph grounding for messages, 10 messages, no charge, and the 10 messages. So definitely there is a lot to know and understand and read about this one. And once we know how much it is going to charge us, what is expected, what is not expected, and definitely we can go ahead and cancel it at any time, right? And basis on that, we should be able to take the appropriate actions, right? And here's the note which says if your organization have trial access to SharePoint agent and have not exceed the 10,000 free messages limit for the month, you won't see any charges related to SharePoint agents. So that's for the tenant-wide data or org-wide data, right? So this way it is going to definitely uh, provide or put some of the charges, and then there is need to understand what is the feature set and how it is going to charge and cost on the message or the usage of this one, right? So once we go ahead and click next, here we can select the right set of users, which user we wanted to target, right? So let's say I would add a group. Okay, I think it's asking for a group, right? So for the group, I would simply do one thing. I'll create a separate group here quickly, and I would target that one group so that not every user across the tenant. Instead, we wanted to focus on only one user, right? And that way we should be able to do it. All right, let's see. Let me create one group here. Okay, so I'm 365 Copilot. chat. And I will add my name or ID over here. Right. And perfect. Once we are done, just create that group. And once it is created, we should be good here to perfect. The group is ready. And just come out over here. It says security group not found. Probably did not detect it. That is strange. Seems the group is not yet synchronized, right? So that is also needed because until and unless the group is synchronized, it does not show it up because we have created it from the 365 tenant, right? And if we wanted to go with all users, then we should select all users next. And once we review the whole policy, and then we should be good here too, right? So if you wanted to come back and assign it to a specific group, then we can simply come back and add it, right? So probably I will just go back. I will create M365 group and let's see if that works. Security group should work. It's only the thing is that it is not yet synchronized and it's taking a bit of time there too. Right, and let's see if this works. No. It's not working. So it seems it is taking time to synchronize it, and that's why it is just not working as expected, right? And once we are done here, definitely we should be able to go ahead and create this policy. Now you can see that creating a billing policy, this may take several minutes, right? So this means that it is going to create this whole policy and okay, perfect. It says that new policy is created and there are some steps. It says go to Azure policy to track usage and invoices. So I'll just click on that and it says connect the policy from 365 pay-as-you-go service. Right, so I'll just click on it and you can see that it is going to load and here is the option for us to see the cost management data as well, right? And here under the cost management in Azure subscription, we can go ahead and configure the different levels of connections. Okay, it seems the scope is not defined yet, and that is why it is not going up. So policy is created, connect to a service. Now we need to connect that to the service. Click on the service. We need to select this policy, and then currently it is not connected. That means it is disconnected. So once we select and save it, it should be connected, and then we should be able to go ahead and make that change. Or that once it is connected between policy and the service, then it should be good to go ahead and use that connection. Now you can see that connected to all users. And then the M365 policy is also connected. And under the billing profile or policies, you can see that this policy has the services attached or connected to it, right? And if we wanted to go ahead and make the changes over here, either we have to delete policy or we don't have directly edit option to make any other changes, right? So that's how it is going to be set up, right? So once that is set up, we should be good. And here's the option to see the cost management as well, right? So currently it is not available. That is why it is not showing anything, but that should be available once there are usage and how we are going to use, and if we have used it. And manage billing policies, if in case we wanted to manage or make any changes, let's click on it, and there's option to delete. So once we delete the policy itself, this is going to delete and disconnect this service connection as well, right? So currently it is connected to all with this billing policy. And once we delete, it is not going to be available, or is no longer available for us, right? So this way it is going to be showing and used, right? So now it is connected, and probably we should be able to see it or use it. It may take some time to reflect that change or a kind of enterprise grade capabilities of Copilot Chat, right? And for that, it might take a bit of time to reflect as well, right? And there's an option for us to prompt gallery and something like that, right? So yeah, that is all what I wanted to show you and configure and how we can do that, right? And how it's going to be helpful for us as an organization if we don't want to go with the licensing. Maybe that's something. Licensing is a kind of fixed price for each license every month that we wanted to, or we are going to pay. We don't want If we don't want to go with that way, definitely this is another way which we can go ahead and use and subscribe for, right? So yeah, that's all for this video. Please do like this video and share it with your friends and people around you so that they can also learn and know about this one. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well so that you will get to see every new video whenever it is uploaded. Right? That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.